Hey everybody, welcome to Liquid Lunch. This is that channel. We are in downtown Toronto, 600 Bay Street. I am filling in for Hugh Riley, who is filling in for Chris Telford. And I'm very happy to be here today. We have a really special guest. His name is Paul Lee. He's a bit of an expert on dementia, Alzheimer's, and he's also the spokesperson for the Toronto Alzheimer's Association. Yep. And you have some speaking engagements coming up that we want to talk about. So, Paul, why don't you just say hi to everybody out there in internet land, and you can tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. How you doing? I'm here. I'm alive. I have vascular dementia. 2008, I suffered a massive stroke, which left me with many deficits, cognitive, visual. I have no physical deficits, but I do struggle. When I had the stroke, they don't know why, and even now they don't know why. It's kind of a mystery, and they gave me all kinds of pills just in case, and I'm still taking them because I feel if I stop, then maybe something will happen again.
So in your case, you had a stroke?
Yeah.
And then you were diagnosed with vascular dementia.
Yep.
Are there other ways that people get dementia?
There is a disease, dementia, which is different in the sense that it's the brain starts to die off. The same as vascular dementia, the cells are starved of oxygen and they die off. It's all the same path. There's no cure. Everyone is different. Some are more extremes. Some are just minor cognitive issues. But as I said, they're both basically the same.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, it's very interesting to me. My mother was actually diagnosed with Lewy body dementia.
Oh, yeah. Robin Williams had that. And unfortunately, he took his life because he didn't want to put his family through anymore.
Yeah. I know that there's a lot of a lot of different attitudes that go with what happens when a friend or a family member is diagnosed with something like dementia. And I remember my family being very upset at the way that my mother was speaking. And so, but for me, I was not upset because I think it would be silly to take an illness personally. But I guess one of the problems with Alzheimer's and with dementia, in my opinion, is actually that a person is being medicated or helped almost based on the reactions of their family and friends who are not able to not take their forgetfulness personally or hallucinations personally or their physical situation. What do you think of that?
It's unfortunately it's a commonplace. It's a lack of understanding and willing to learn about what's going on. This is what Alzheimer's Society is all about, making awareness. And there are some rare cases where people can become violent. My brother had it, and unfortunately he got violent. He was diagnosed in September of 2012, and January of 2013 he passed away. Mm-hmm. Very quick, very fast. And he was violent. The police came a couple of times and took him away. But that's the reason why I want my story to be heard, because I'm kind of a unique case. I survived, and I'm willing to talk about it. A lot of families, it's taboo. forgetfulness. They think, what's the matter? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? I remember I was asking someone for directions, and within a couple of minutes I forgot. So I went back and asked him, and he looked at me and he says, "What are you, stupid?" You know, like, give me a break.
I find that very interesting. I find that very interesting because, and I'm so happy that we're talking about this, because a lot of the problems with mental illness or with dementia or what happens when you get old is that precise attitude. So when my family became very upset about my mother's condition, it's kind of like when you came and you introduced yourself to me, you said, I have vascular dementia, I had a stroke, but I'm physically just fine.
Yeah.
And as we grow old, we deteriorate. Some people, what do you think of this? Some people deteriorate physically and some people deteriorate mentally.
Exactly. But dementia is the disease, vascular, Lewy body. These are all difficult to take, and it's happening to younger people. Okay? It's not just the middle age up to 70s, 80s, 90s. It's happening to people in 50s, which is very scary. And a lot of it has to do with the lifestyle. Smoking is one of the biggest. I used to smoke. I smoked for 52 years. And end of June 2014, that was it. I quit. No withdrawals, no nothing.
Excellent. And tell us, how did you do that?
First of all, I think you have to be mentally ready to do this. I tried patch, hypnosis, gum. I tried everything, and it didn't help. My supplier quit for health reasons, and I had a couple cartons left, and when that was gone, I just talked myself into not smoking anymore. And I didn't put on any weight, which was nice. There was no withdrawals, no cravings, no nothing. And
So you have a message for the youth
oh yeah,
regarding smoking and the possibility of that leading to early onset dementia.
well, the Heart and Stroke Association has, a couple of weeks ago, they said definitively that smoking can lead to dementia. And with the Alzheimer's Society of Toronto, they've been saying the same thing for years. And after my 52 years of smoking, I have a mild case of COPD, which is kind of frustrating at times, but I'm paying the price. So for the young people, quit smoking. Stop. Do whatever you can and get help from your family and friends. It's important for your life because it can lead to dementia or other problems with the heart.
Yeah, I like to say to the youth, don't start. And if you have, quit now because you have a better chance of being able to quit.
Oh, yeah.
Once you've been smoking for 10 or 15 years, it's near impossible. It's not impossible, but near impossible. Now, you're actually going to be speaking to youth at a special symposium
Yep.
at Ryerson University this coming fall on September 30th. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what that's going to be about? Because I think it's awesome that you're going to be talking to the youth. Preventative medicine is overlooked, I think.
Yeah. I don't know too much about it right now. I'm getting more details further into the summer. But there's going to be experts from the UK, from the States, and Canada. And it's to address youth awareness about the effects of dementia and what it does to a family, what it does to you. And then I'm part of a panel. There's other individuals who are doctors and that sort of thing.
I'm going to ask you this: what kind of services, if there's somebody out there watching, and have a Alzheimer's or dementia themselves or a family member, what kinds of services are out there for people to be able to go to get more information or to get support?
It's very good that you asked this, because when I was released from the hospital after the stroke, because I looked normal, and I kept on saying, can I go home? No, you can't. Can I go home? No, you can't. So I was not given any contact information. I was not given any information about support groups or anything else. I had to learn to do things again, folding clothes, cooking. I mean, I screwed up so many times. The aluminum covers for the elements, the burners, I guess I went through about 10 sets because I kept melting them.
Yeah.
So with the Alzheimer's Society, they have supports for caregivers, family members, for those living with dementia. I'm part of a couple of them now. There's also Baby Boomers Club.
So that's the Alzheimer's Society
of Toronto.
Yep. Alzheimer's Society of Toronto, and the Baby Boomers Club
is part of Alzheimer's Society.
Excellent.
And like I said, they have great support programs, and they bend over backwards to help you and make you feel part of a community again. You may be living with it, but they don't look at that. They look at you as a person.
Yeah.
And it's a great program.
Yeah, I had a great time when my mom was put into live-in care with that whole concept of just accepting it. And so I hope that encourages other people out there who have family members who have Alzheimer's or dementia to, try and go into full acceptance.
Yeah.
And because the person who actually has the dementia or has the Alzheimer's, that's what they have, and that they don't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah. One thing, there's two things that I should have done, but I didn't, and I regret it. One is not telling my daughter and her mother that I was having difficulties, confusion, forgetting things. I was driving and I got mentally lost. I couldn't remember where I was. I didn't say anything to her. I should have. Also, my family doctor, who I knew for 30 years, he was like a friend. Mm-hmm. I told him for 4 years all the classic symptoms of a stroke.
Yeah.
And he called me a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
And he was awarded the Medal of Canada for his work with heart and stroke. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
And if I'd been diagnosed before,
yeah,
it would not have been as devastating as it is now.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important that all of us, I'm 54, I've already had conversations with my family about my care when I get older, about what might happen and what kind of care and support that I would like to have. And I think everybody ought to do that.
Yeah,
I think
good.
that these things that we call diseases like dementia and Alzheimer's, I'm afraid to me they are just other words for getting old. And
it's an interpretation.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have, I would imagine that before we had these fancy names, we just had a lot of people who were getting old.
Yeah. I'm not getting older, I'm getting better.
In various ways, me too. Now, one last thing, unless there's something else that you really want to talk about, I'm going to ask you about your book, because you're also an author. Yeah. And tell us a little bit about your book and if people can get their hands on it.
The book is called Live or Die, The Struggles by the People of Haiti to Survive.
Live or Die, The Struggles of the People of Haiti.
By the people
of Haiti.
To survive.
To survive.
I was there with my daughter's class, school, in 02, 03. It was 9 days. I was there as a missionary, also as a supervisor for the students. And it affected me so profoundly. I wore my emotions on my sleeve, writing the book. and it's all the 9 days from the day we left to the day we came back. And an orphanage, a little girl I called Maria, just keeps, even now, tugs at my heart. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, the earthquake in 2010, she's not with us anymore. Neither is the orphanage. Mm-hmm. But when I got back, all my friends were saying, what was the beaches like, what were the girls like?
Yeah.
They had no idea. So I did a chronological of everything that went on, where we went, who we saw, what they were like. Michael at the house, St. Joe's. It was great. And from 2004 to 2012, I had done bits and pieces, and it was all over different places on USB sticks and everything. Mm-hmm. So I finally put it together, and it was published 2012. It's available at Amazon.
So it is on Amazon. I want to repeat the name of that. Yeah. Live or Die.
The Struggles by the People of Haiti
to Survive. The Struggles by the People of Haiti to Survive. Live or Die, The Struggles of the People of Haiti to
Struggles
Survive.
By the People.
By the People. Okay, and that's going to be on Amazon. I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
For being here, and just, also remind the people that are watching that you're a fine example of somebody who cares and how much you can do in your community and for yourself when you just start.
Yeah.
Start by caring.
Yep.
Right.
And talk to your family and friends. There's a support network that you really need.
Okay, Paul. Thank you for your message.
Thank you. No, thank you.
And we will maybe see you again on the show.
Anytime.
Maybe closer to September when you're doing your youth symposium.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching that channel.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the Liquid Lunch Show. Next week, Hugh Riley will be back. And, of course, July 1st to 7th, starting tomorrow, is our open house. So if you want to come on by to 600 Bay Street and check us out, that'd be great. We'd love to see you.
See, I think I'll go there.
Yeah. You're welcome. All right. That was wonderful.